Welcome everyone. Today we are back at OPM Tools. My name is Mustafa Shahid. We have Coben Powell with us as well. And today we are going to talk about content AI. Now, this is something that has been going on around since the last few years. We are also joining the bandwagon. It's not just a buzzword, but it's something even more than that because content AI for us is not just a standalone app or a standalone tool which people use or can use in order to boost their creative writing or their content creation process. The content AI that we are going to talk about, it's the content AI which is integrated within our system so that it provides our users or to craft their content needs, be it social media posts, be it blog posts, be it funnels, or the content within the funnels, or the content within the email body, or the text, basically, for example. So that is the content that we are going to talk about today. So before we jump into the different kinds of content AIs and the different things it can provide based on what type of content you're trying to provide or you're trying to make, we need to understand why do business owners should choose content AI and when they should choose it. So what are the differences? So today we are going to talk about that. We're going to show you a custom build of a simple social media post using content AI and different things that the system has to offer. So let's start. All right. So what is content AI? Content AI is not a standalone brain of that can think and do everything. It's basically a tool that has the potential or the capability to automatically generate content for you. It uses its all algorithms or the data it has been fed, and based on the prompt that you provided, it crops out a piece of content that you might find appealing. And you can play around with the variations and you can give it more prompts to further refine it. Then it has the module of intelligent analysis where it analyzes the data or the data sets that it already has. It could be magazines and it could be books and novels. Basically, it has a lot of content, everything that's available online and even available offline. Everything of that has been fed into AI to craft a model to think or to basically analyze all that data to present it to you in a more compelling manner. So it can do everything that you can do in years, it can do in seconds. It's that simple. And within the software, you can utilize the AI's personality. So you can choose whether the content which is about to be created should have a professional tone, maybe a sarcastic tone, something that's more cartoonish, or maybe something that's witty. So you have that potential now. Awesome. So why AI matters in social media? So when you're working as a business owner, the first thing you understand is that when you're in the digital space, you need to set your digital footprints all over the digital media or the digital real estate, as they call it. Who calls it? The marketeers. So the digital landscape needs content of your branding from your space in order to make sure that you are doing what's needed in order to show your audience that you're on the digital space. So when it comes to that, business owners usually get confused over should we hire a social media teams? Should we hire content writers? Should we hire this and that? And when you think about hiring someone, it only adds more and more cost to your already thinned out budget. So why AI matters in social media or any form of content creation? Because one, you have the speed. You can generate content in seconds and you can launch your campaigns or post your social media posts quicker. Secondly, the scalability. You can create unlimited content for every platform and reach a wider audience at the same time. And third is the consistency. Once you feed it information, it will make sure that the consistency of each generated post is the same or similar. So you can maintain your brand voice effortlessly and ensure reliable quality. The state old or the age old question, content writers versus content AI, which is better and when do you make the switch or when do you decide what to use? So the first you have content writers. Hiring writers can be expensive. If you go online and search for content writers online, content writing freelancers, or even if you look into the local market or any digital agency who are providing content writing services, you will find out that they are expensive. And somehow or some of them are justified because they have that experience, they have that expertise and everything. But then again, they're expensive. As a business, who's doing a good business and who is making a sizable revenue, do you think it's worth it to pay what $100 per post? And you have to post it 5 times a week. That's 500. Multiply it by 4 weeks, so that's $2,000 just for the social media post. And then you have emails, you have funnels, you have blogs, and things like that. So when you add up all the cost, a business owner would feel, okay, I'm paying so much, but I'm not getting exactly the value I want out from it. So that is when content AI comes in, because now you can use these AI tools that will charge you roughly about $20 to $50. And that's not the sign up process, it's the usage process. So you may use it $1 today, you may not use anything tomorrow. And over the course of the month, your entire cost will be somewhere around $20 to $50 if you reach that much amount of prompts and generation. So it's a fraction of the writer fees. Then the content writers would take hours or days to produce content. So I'm not saying they are lazy. All I'm saying is they have their own process in which they research and take a deeper dive into your business needs and everything, and then they produce their content. Whereas content AI, it can generate content instantly, saving a lot of time. So if you have forgotten that you have to post today, just go over to content AI, tell it what you need to post about. It will generate the content. You copy it, paste it, and publish it. It's as simple as that. The major roadblocks that business owners have when it comes to AI is they don't have the tech skills. Do they need to learn it? Well, for content AI within the OPM Tools software, you don't need any development or any programming skills. You don't need any advanced skills that would take hours to understand. It's easy for everyone to use. Then it has an intuitive interface where it will let you know what you need to feed it. So this is the title. The title goes over here. This is the brief. Give me a brief description of 500 characters. What style or tone do you want your content to be? It's as simple as that. You just need to click, or you just need to add the content or the description of the content as you go forward, and you get the instant results. So you can get the content with minimal input. Then you have the customization and the flexibility. One, it's tailor made. So it's you can adjust to audiences easily. And within the OPM tools, when you're using it for social media, you can choose it to craft a post, and then you can choose the same post to be shown differently using different words on Facebook, Instagram, X, LinkedIn, and so on and so forth. You can adjust the tone and the style. So, for example, if you're posting it on LinkedIn, you might want it to be somewhat professional. Versus if you're trying to post it on Instagram, you want it to be witty. But when you're facing the same content and you're thinking like I do, how do I make this piece of content sound professional? That's when AI can help me. And then if I want to craft multiple variations of the same thing that I want to post in order to check is my content, or how would my content perform if the text is longer, shorter, witty, sarcastic, professional, non-professional. If I have different thoughts, or if I'm curious about different variations, I don't have to make them. AI, or the content AI within OPM tools, will provide it to me. Then we have the real world applications. It's not something that's just a buzzword or something that we just talk about that we don't use or utilize ourselves. We do it too. And that's why we're coming to you, that you can use it for yourselves as well. And you should at least try it out. So the real world applications in this case would be the social media posts. You can use it for captions, hashtags, ad copies. You can use it to brainstorm new topics and content ideas. And you can even convert your previous posts that you have already made into new and fresh posts. So you can just feed it that data, tell it to repurpose it or refresh it, revamp it, whichever word you want to use, and it will do it. Now, there are some limits or limitations and ethical considerations that people are talking more and more about when it comes to AI. But what they miss out on is that AI is something that's being updated, if not all on a daily basis, then on a weekly or a monthly basis. So when they say that it lacks the human depth, it may. But when do you need it? Do you need the human depth right now, on the start or on the middle of your digital content creation journey? I personally don't think so. And the reason why I say that is, once you figure out your content style, your content mediums, and your content strategy, that's when you then bring in an expert, not to overtake the entire content generation process, but for the specific strategies. For example, if you want to boost your sales, yeah, sure, hire a content writer to give you that particular post topics and this post captions and everything. But for the entire social media content that you're making and posting on a daily basis, you don't need a content writer. You can just utilize content AI. Then it comes to oversights that it needs human checks, and that's true. Even if there was someone who was making your content for you, they wouldn't make grammatical mistakes, but you would have someone of your own to check into it as well. And honestly, when you have Grammarly.ai and content AI within OPM tools and different tools like that, there's the chance of that or grammatical mistakes happen is slim to none. I haven't faced it so far, but I will open it. The software is in front of you to play with it as much as you want. And if you find a bug or if you find a grammatical mistake, please let me know. And then there's the ethics part that it spreads misinformation. But the content AI within OPM tools, it's trained on the latest GPT model, which is so much refined already that it does not spread misinformation. And then again, when it provides you with content, you will be there to check it, just to skim through it to understand if something that has been said should not have been said, or if it's fake or something like that. But again, the chances of that happening are again slim to none. So I would say embrace the future of content creation. Content AI is a game changer. You can craft your entire batch of content creation for up to 30, 60, 90, even 365 days if you want at the same time. It offers scalability and consistency. It offers variation. It offers multiple different tones and personalities. It offers everything that you may need. So explore content AI within OPM tools today and just have fun. So I would just pass it over to Cohen and he will show you how to use it and what other things there are regarding content AI. Sounds good? Awesome, Cohen. Over to you.
Yeah. Thank you very much, Mustafa. Moving over to the actual OPM tools, I'm going to be showing you how to get started on content AI. So firstly, you want to go to your sub account and then go to the marketing tab. This is only one of many ways of using content AI, but this will be probably the most used one out of all of them. Next, you want to choose New Post and then click on Content AI. Similar to every other AI within the system, you just need to add a title, a prompt, add some keywords, and select the tone that you would like to use, and it will do the rest for you. So let's think of the content title. Promotional. We're not going to be actually posting this, just an example of what you need to put in. And provide a brief content description. Say 50% off of OPM tool AI services. And add some keywords. Let's do digital marketing. And what's another one that we could do? Do you have a suggestion, Mustafa?
Digital marketing would be one. AI services could be another.
Okay, AI services. Basically, just use keywords that describe what you are looking for. Let's choose a writing tone. Professional, but also excited could also be one. So let's go with professional. We can choose how many variations of this. So it will basically give us three different types of versions it will give us, and choose whichever one best suits the situation. So let's just go with 3. And length of the content. This is a very good thing to consider. Whenever you're posting on multiple platforms, you need to consider their character limits whenever you post. So say, for example, Instagram has around 1,000 within a post caption. 1,000 characters. And sadly, I believe Facebook is even less than that. I'm not too sure. But you do need to consider the character limit whenever you're making these posts, because sometimes the AI will add more characters than what is allowed on that platform. So be careful of that. Let's do generate. Oh, please enter a valid description.
So you can just list in the different types of services that we offer just to fill out. I think the content title needs to be changed. All right. Click. What you can
Remove
do
the
is you can just show one of the ones that we made. If you close this window,
was okay.
yes, and go to content. Not content. Go to automations. I believe it's on automations. Yeah, and click on content AI and go to the third or the fourth post. Yeah, on the third one.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, or the fourth one. Yeah. So you can copy the description here and the title as well.
Yeah.
So the one that Cohen is showing you right now is I was just playing around and thinking, why do local businesses need local ads? I mean, they can step out of their circumference or the radius, and they can. So I just gave them a brief content description about why local businesses need to invest in local ads in both mediums, digital and physical, in terms of getting traction for their business. And these are the different variations of content that was generated for me was using content AI, and I can just copy anyone that I want. If you click on copy, Cohen,
Okay.
yeah, and this is what we got. And I told it that I want my characters to be less than 500 so that I can use it for every different digital platform there is. So sorry to overtake you on that, Cohen.
No, no, thank you, Mr. Phil. And I believe once we hit continue, it should make a post. Yep. And you get to choose which social media accounts you want to choose from out of Google My Business, Facebook, Instagram, LinkedIn, Pinterest, YouTube. And is that all of them, Lauren, that we provide?
TikTok.
And TikTok as well. So you can choose any of those, whichever one you would prefer. And yeah, that is basically it for how to use content AI for social media posts and just a general introduction. Now, moving on to automation. If you go to the automation tab and click on content AI, you'll see a bunch of statistics, total words generated, the cost, words per day, and a whole list of content that was previously made. Just basically a prompt history of what you've given content AI in the past. So firstly, you will see total words generated and cost. As you can see here, as Mr. Bell was talking about earlier, the price for a content writer can be a bit expensive, but with the use of content AI is significantly cheaper for especially for local businesses who need to expand their business through social media, but they just can't afford to hire someone on to do that for them. And moving on to the content list, we can see if we go click on the action go to, we will see our previous prompt, why local businesses need local ads. The content should be aimed towards why local business. This is exactly what we put in earlier. And if we ever want to reuse this content, we can just copy it from here and use it in our content AI once more. And I believe that is it. Did I miss anything, Mustafa?
Yeah, I don't think so. You covered the cost. You told them how to use it. I think that would be enough for today.
Mm-hmm. All right. Do we want to add anything else? All right. Well, thank you everyone for showing up. I know this was a little shorter than usual, but we do appreciate you tuning in. Very brief introduction to content AI. Next week, we will be going further into it. Other uses for content AI, for example, email campaigns. You can use content AI to write a reusable email that you can send out continuously, and so on. And yeah, thank you very much for tuning in, and we hope to see you next week.